Hi, this tutorial is created by pm-prep35.com. We are an online PMP training website. Do visit our website to find a lot of free resources. In this session, I'm going to cover develop project management plan, which is one of the planning processes, and in fact, the first planning process, and you can probably call the master process, wherein the project management plan is created. The project management plan, understandably, is one of the most important documents that the project manager creates, and he goes by it in terms of planning and executing. He has all his documentation for the project done in the project management plan, because most of the project managers time gets spent in the project management plan. The project manager mostly spends a good amount of time in planning. That's where he gets a control over the project, and he understands from various stakeholders what is required and what should be done, and he puts down on document, and the document is called as project management plan. The project manager should be really strong in planning, in anticipating problems and then the solutions for those problems, and also monitoring and controlling what he had planned for. So here we have a couple of terminologies like baseline. The baseline is nothing but what has been approved by the senior management. There might be a budget that has been allocated, that is the approved budget. There might be a schedule that has been documented by the project manager, and that has been approved by the stakeholders or the senior management, and that becomes a baseline. The baseline is mostly related to the core or the triple constraints you call the core project process, which is scope, time and cost. So you have a scope baseline, you have a time baseline, and the cost baseline. So the time baseline is also called as schedule baseline, which is nothing but your project schedule and the related documents. Then you have the scope baseline, which is nothing but your WBS and scope statement and the WBS dictionary. So then you have the cost baseline, which is nothing but your cost budget. So once these have been agreed, the project manager documents all these in the project management plan document as such, and then he puts in other plans also. There are about 10 knowledge areas when it comes to PMBOK 5th edition. So all those knowledge areas find a plan in the master plan called the project management plan. So within these plans, he writes his approach towards planning each of these knowledge areas, keeping the organizational constraints or the project constraints in mind, and also the customer's requirements. Like for example, in the risk management plan, what are the possible risks that he might face, and then how he plans to handle those in a broader level. And as he gets more details and he starts building the specific plans, the PM plan also gets updated, because the PM plan will have entries for each of these plans. So initially what starts as a one line entry or a few lines entry in the planning phase, start of the planning phase, becomes lot more detail as lot more information gets available with the project manager. Understandably, the planning as such is an iterative process in terms of you build the subsidiary plans on the project management plan in an iterative manner. First you start off with the project management plan at a very high level, then as you get more details you update your project management plan or your subsidiary plans. When your subsidiary plans get updated, your project management plan also gets better details and refine details.